All right, y'all, check it. I had to spin the block, man. We got some breaking news. The 40-year-old point guard, Chris Paul, has been sent home by the Los Angeles Clippers. That's right. The 40-year-old point guard announced this morning that he was being sent home from the Los Angeles Clippers from Atlanta, where they played the Hawks. He had signed with the Clippers on a one-year deal in July, reuniting with the franchise where he played 6 seasons from 2011 to 2017. He had not been on good speaking terms with Coach Ty Lue for several weeks, and after the loss last night, looks like something probably went down in the locker room. Y'all know how Chris Paul is. He probably let him know, like, yo, started holding people accountable, and it just got to the point where it's like enough is enough. Y'all keep it locked right here. Straight Shooter, I got y'all updated, all right? All right, so after starting all 82 games last year for the San Antonio Spurs, where he only averaged 2 points, 2.9 points, 3.3 assists in 14 minutes a game, and he only played 16 games for the Clippers this year, who are 5-16 and just stink. Let's just keep it real. They really stink. Use your common They're not sense. Going nowhere. And we all know the type of player Chris Paul is. He's very vocal, so I'm sure he went in the locker room. Well, I'm pretty sure he's been ruffling feathers ever since he got there.
You don't do that.
And it just got to a point where the whole team's struggling. They suck. He probably see where people is really quitting or not giving their all, and they really just packed it in. But anyway, the Clippers can't trade Paul until at least the 15th of this month. But they could waive him, pay him out the $3.6 million that they owe him, or agree to a buyout somewhere. Now, we all heard that bull jive, Lawrence Frank. I never cared about him. You know what I'm saying? He was a buster.
You see, where I'm from, you don't do that.
But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Why would y'all send that man home like that? I get it. Y'all might be tired of him, but y'all could have just, you know what I'm saying, let the man go home and do this quietly. Let's just be real. Lawrence Frank is grandstanding. He just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, stick his chest out there, say, I'm the big dog, you know what I'm saying? He already undermined Doc Rivers to get over Doc Rivers and get the job over him, which eventually led to Doc Rivers getting fired. So, come on, man. Read between the lines, man. You know what I'm saying? This is big dog eat little dog, and he just wanted to show him who was the boss. So, him, as the president of operations, made it clear today that Paul is not being blamed for the Clippers losing 14 to 16 games, that he's been there. They only won 2 games. That sucks. But clearly, if the Clippers and Paul, to a lesser degree, had played better, any other issues that led to this parting probably would have been more tolerable. No, that's a cop-out. That's basically saying if we was winning, we'd have been able to deal with him barking and snarling and doing all this stuff that we ain't built for. You know what I'm saying? He letting shots go at practice. He's shooting straight at him, and you know what I'm saying? A lot of them guys just tender guys, you know what I'm saying? Tenderonis, and they can't deal with the truth. So, you know, the Clippers made it clear to Paul when they signed him that he would play a reserve role. He know that man 40-something years old, man, he just trying to steal a ring. Let's just be honest. He trying to steal a ring, and y'all messed it up. Well, first of all, okay, y'all record so bad. What was the total record they had already? Y'all been 5-16 since he been there. Hell, I only think you played 20 games. So come on, man. So y'all can't blame him for that. He got there to help in a reserve role. But y'all mad. You say you want a man in the locker room to be a leader. You got one, and then you get rid of him.
We don't do that.
I mean, what sense does that make? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. He didn't play in 5 straight games last month, but then played in 8 straight games with his minutes fluctuating. You know what I'm saying? Nothing gone to playing ever since he been there. You know what I'm saying? And we all know, like I said, he's been outspoken. But let's let Shams get us up to speed real quick, because y'all gonna get upset with me.
Shams, how exactly did the Clippers get to this point?
Like, sources told me that Chris Paul and his leadership style just simply clashed with the Clippers from a management level, coaching staff level with Ty Lue, players level even. And the tipping point really came with how Chris Paul has been throughout his career. Vocal with players, with coaches, with the front office. And I'm told he increasingly became vocal about how he felt the coaching staff potentially could make decisions early in the season as this team started to struggle. And clearly, Ty Lue and Chris Paul ended up having issues because I'm told Ty Lue simply was not on speaking terms with Chris Paul for the last several weeks. And one source told me that it felt like Ty Lue felt like Chris Paul might have been stepping on toes. Whatever the case may be, Chris Paul is now out and they've sent him home. And he obviously felt like he could still play for this team and be a contributor. But the Clippers wanted to move on, and they did so overnight.
So they got rid of his old school style of coaching, man. Like that floor general stuff that the old school style of NBA is used to playing. The players and the staff and everybody was like, yo, man, we ain't having it. Get this dude out of here.
You see where I'm from, you don't do that.
We tired of him, man. Like, look, man, before somebody get hurt, we got to get this man. I mean, y'all tell me, man, I'm just having fun, man. But this is crazy. Like, at the end of the day, I get it. You know, that old school style of basketball floor coach, it's over, man. Like, you know, hey, you think people don't feel like this about Bron? The way he be getting over with stuff in the league and doing what he want to do, they sick of him too. But he ain't, you know, Bron got 4 chips. Chris Paul ain't got no chips. Bron is the league still. Chris Paul is just an old nigga out there trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure his money's straight. He got a good family. He doing everything right in real life. You know what I'm saying? So applause to him. But on the basketball court, ain't nobody rocking with him no more. Like, it's like, hey, the NBA is like Game of Thrones. You got to have allies. And right now, you don't have any. So you out. You know what I'm saying? They done sent them to the wall. But y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Hey, man, it's the holiday season, too. You get fired, man. This ain't the time to be losing no employment. I don't care where you at. You see Odell Beckham talking about how he done ran through his bread. Money is scarce out here. You got to hold on to it. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Put it in the comments, man. Let me know, man. It's your boy, Swift Dollar, 16 Pad Killer, Straight Shooter Podcast, baby. Gone.